Yo guys, welcome to the Blue Podcast. This is the Purple Show with me, Tom, Ben, Cam, and Fab. How you boys doing?
Good.
Thanks.
John, good.
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, good.
I'm pretty happy with football right now. We got the Arsenal game's going to be on soon in the background, and we'll start with Champions League. Might as well. Tuesday was the City, Dortmund, Liverpool, Real Madrid games. How was that for you, Ben? We'll start with Ben. We'll give you some time.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, did what we had to do. I mean, it sacrificed Leeds to be able to do it. So, if he hadn't have done it, would have been loads of criticism. But finally, have done that. But yeah, decent.
You still nervous about winning on Wednesday?
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably get like slaps for this, but like that's the game that I'm looking at this week. If we lose that game, United will be 5 points behind us.
I swear they drew, didn't they? Or they win?
United.
Don't worry about the league. It's safe.
United played today.
Yeah, they played Burnley today. So if they win their 2 games this week, they'll be 5 points behind us if we don't win against Villa. So it's an important game for us. That
it would have to be. It'd be like a historic loss if you didn't win the league.
I mean, if United win today, it's the exact same scenario of when we were 8 points behind with 6 games left when we won it first time.
If she repeats herself, but in reverse.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you should be fine. Do you think you can beat PSG though?
No.
I swear, Kieran, did you say you prefer to play PSG, or did you say it?
Yeah, over Bayern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I prefer to play PSG over Bayern, but I still can't see us beating PSG.
Is it the famous Oil Classico now, by any chance?
Oil Classic.
Oil Classic.
Yeah. You see that though? Apparently, it's the first time that all 4 clubs in the semi-finals of the Champions League have been penalised for financial.
Interesting stuff. So look where they are now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obviously coming good, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we've got a better chance against PSG than we do against Bayern, but I still can't see us beating PSG. To be honest.
Yeah, to be fair. I mean, I think Lewandowski would have been back for the semi-final as well. Although Choupo-Moting scored twice.
Yeah.
In the team.
Yeah.
What a comeback story from relegated with Stoke. Now scoring the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's not bad.
True.
Yeah, he's scored 2 goals in 2 games in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which is crazy. But
yeah.
What about your Champions League experience, Tom? How was
it was pretty good. Pretty happy with it.
Apart from getting over a kick scored.
Needs to be done.
Yes, you lost and still got through.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job. Good work.
Good work. I mean, it was a boring game. Such a boring game. But
Apart from the end.
I mean, they scored a wonder goal, and that's why they won. And they didn't really bring much else to the game on Wednesday. Didn't really seem to want it either, I noticed. But
so it's not gonna dampen your spirits by the fact that you lost at home.
Because it was technically a win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a win.
No.
Technicality.
Yeah.
Technicality.
Like I've seen Chelsea YouTubers, and they just still don't count it as a loss. They're just so we've only lost 1 game on the Tuchel. And I'm watching it we did lose on Wednesday, but it is what it is. I guess a relatively boring game as well was on Tuesday, Liverpool Madrid. Do you want to talk about it? No. Just say something.
It was a rough game, but I mean, we made enough chances to warrant the chance of a comeback, but we just weren't clinical enough. And I think the lineups and the substitutions that were made pretty much perfectly sums up our current squad. You play Firmino, Milner, Wijnaldum, and was it Keita?
No, it wasn't Keita.
Keita was the first leg, but over the 2 legs, you could see the players that were not good enough and haven't been good enough for this entire season, and the players that are good enough and need to be getting the game time. So Keita played in the first leg, not good enough.
You're gonna list them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna list them all.
Okay.
Not good
And
enough.
embarrass them all.
Not good enough.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Just Keita just like got dropped before half time. You know, sometimes you spend money like that, like a lot of these other clubs do, on flops.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I feel you know who you're talking about.
I didn't say anyone. I didn't specify anyone. You just assumed, but
Well,
you are right.
Yes.
But you know, sometimes the amount you pay for someone almost warrants some game time, even though they don't deserve it. And Keita, for me, at Liverpool, is one of those players. Even though he hasn't been getting much game time at all, if you play like that in a Champions League game, you're not going to get any more game time. You have to bring something to that game. It was just shocking. Milner, another one, just getting a bit too old now. Should be filling in at right back for Trent when Trent's injured or having a poor game. That's it. He's not good enough for a
Starting
midfielder.
midfield against Real Madrid.
Exactly.
Well, is that not Klopp naivety?
I don't think it's naivety. I think he's so paranoid about keeping that clean sheet that he just his setup wasn't bad, but it was just the clinicality in the second half.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. So like, you know, moving on from that, then you know, Firmino, I've been through him before. He doesn't score. So you can play those 60 minutes, but he won't do anything.
Why didn't you play Jota? Why?
Well, exactly. So Jota came on for the last 30 minutes.
I can see why you bring on Jota though, because think about the amount of times he's come on and scored 1 or 2 goals.
Oh yeah, he was always going to bring on Jota.
Yeah.
It's more of a question, why didn't he start him?
Well, because I think impact sub, he is really, really good.
I know, yeah, he has been an impact sub, but he's also done it from the start of games as well. So
he's that poacher in the box that you miss, which Firmino doesn't do. Like, yeah, Firmino does basically everything else, but in the box, he's not a threat, is he? Really? Like, he might set someone up or try something fancy, but like it doesn't work all the time. When it does, it's great. But I mean, Jota's the type of person we see against Arsenal, where he literally came on and he just right place, right time, puts it in the back of the net, which is what you needed for that game. So I don't know how he doesn't warrant a start as well. When he's playing so well.
I think all you can say about that, he is part of the new team that should be going into next season. You know, maybe he carries on as an impact sub, maybe he starts. I'll leave that up to Klopp, honestly. But he should be getting game time either way.
Yeah.
And I think he needs better support than Firmino at the moment. Firmino just doesn't provide enough.
Well, yeah, we spoke about it when you saw you on Wednesday. Well, no, even after the game, I mean. You got, as you said, you got the chances, but I think every shot went over the bar.
Yeah. There was a couple from midfield, like Wijnaldum just skied one. I think Milner missed a chance.
I know Firmino skied it, and Salah skied a couple, and like I don't know what it was.
So Salah didn't.
I don't think Salah's played badly. I'm just saying, like you struggled to keep the ball down, which is worrying, obviously. But at the same time, you can now focus on getting that top 4 spot now.
Even that's a bit
I mean,
risky one.
You know, I think I'm more looking at next season. You know, top 4, top 4.
You might miss out on top 4 though.
But who are you going to sign if you miss out on top 4?
We'll find someone. We're you know, making top 4. It does attract better players, but we never really go out for the top, you know, percentile of players. Really, we never go for the complete player. So in some ways, you know, getting Champions League football would be, you know, really nice, and it would be a big L for the club itself not to make it. But I don't think it impacts signings too much. We're not going to get Mbappe. We're not going to get Haaland. We're not going to get, you know, a complete player from a top club. We're going to be signing young, promising talents and trying to develop them.
I guess like Jota this season.
Yeah, you know, Jota would have come to us even if we weren't in Champions League football.
Yeah, true. That's true. I mean, I think a lot of players will also look at Liverpool and go, yes, they didn't make top 4, but you'd think next season you're going to have a big step up, aren't you?
You have to, surely.
Well, considering how well they've been probably the best team in Europe for the last 2 years.
Mm.
Well, that basically means you've been the best team in the world for 2 years. So, like,
I think everyone was expecting a bit of a drop off, but not this drastic. But then you've been played bad injuries, and you've not had a consistent team playing.
There needs to be like a healthy reinvestment into the club.
Yeah. And also you'll have like, I doubt this season. I know we've gone on about the injuries, and we even said the injuries shouldn't have caused this, etc. But you won't have the injuries you had this season at all. Like, nowhere near. It's a fluke season in that sense. Then again, you're bringing in, I guess, 2 quality centre backs who just haven't been able to play. Obviously, the injury, Gomez and Van Dijk especially. And if you do, even if it is just 3 30 mil, 40 mil players or 20 mil players who are good, you could see a completely different Liverpool side next season.
I think that there's guaranteed to be. What was that play in the France league we're in for?
Camavinga.
Yeah. Someone like that to fill in the midfield would be really nice. But
I feel like you need someone else as well as him in midfield because he's only 18 years old.
I've seen Konate's links with you, isn't he?
Is he?
Leipzig, yeah.
He's good. He's good. Young as well.
We'll just have to wait and see. That's what I'm hoping for. I think just a handful of good young players, 2 midfielders, 1 or 2 centre backs, and then someone to come into that front 3. Because another thing I haven't mentioned, I was talking about it the other day. Mane was really, really poor across both legs. It's tough sometimes when you watch Mane because he does take on men. He's a bit like Traore a little bit this season. You know, he's when he runs at you, you know, he's really hard to defend against. But if he's not contributing, he doesn't add anything. So what's the point of having him on the pitch?
That's fair point.
And even against Real Madrid, he just wasn't, you know, he just wasn't doing anything. He was never going to score. You never got the impression he was going to bag one. You know, Salah's a bit different. You know, you cut inside and you really look dangerous. But Mane, in my opinion, he's just got to go.
No, sorry, I was just saying we got 9. Just as this is a promo now. 9 comments on our predictions for Arsenal v Fulham. Do always comment on our predictions for Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. And sometimes if it's a big game like last week we did Arsenal Spurs, didn't we, as well? We'll do those games as well. But do comment. We got a leaderboard. I think next season's going to be where that gets quite exciting. And obviously, the FPL League, which we said before, do that. Everyone who's watching, remember that. You can win some merch.
That's going to get highly competitive as well.
That's going to get so competitive. I'm really excited for that. I think my dad's going to get involved with that. I've spoken to him about that. Nice. He wants to get involved because it's the issue with FPL, obviously, is it goes on, but then obviously there's no reward at the end. People start to like fade out a little bit. I say this season, I think a lot of people have been more involved. Like my mate Tim, he doesn't watch football, but he bangs out FPL. And he actually researches who's playing well in form. Yeah, he's a pure stats man, but doesn't. He literally said, "I don't watch football. I don't even watch the games. it's pure stats, who's in form and stuff." And I think that's what we could bring, hopefully. But on Liverpool, I wanted to move on to the other games as well. Top 4. How are you feeling?
I think we'll get it actually. I think we've got to bounce back. And one of the ways to do that is to get top 4. You know, Madrid's not an easy team as well. It's easy to think just because it's quarterfinals, you know, you should be expecting Liverpool to. I always went into that game thinking it's a 50-50 game.
You said believe, bro.
Where's your belief, Fab? Where's your belief?
There's believing, but there's not underestimating your opponent either. You know, Real Madrid are a good team. They've won the Champions League 3 times. In recent years, that they've still got the majority of those, you know, Champions League. Tony Kroos, Luka Modric, you know, they're world-class players, and if we're not up for it, and if we're not clinical, you cannot beat teams like that.
I mean, I'm not particularly confident going into that. I know a lot of pundits have been saying Chelsea will make the final, but I mean, it's Real Madrid. Like, how can you be so? Like, you hear Glenn Hoddle, who I don't trust as pundit, but Glenn Hoddle was like, yes, Chelsea in the final now. I'm like, it's just so it's not that's not how it works.
Like I said though, Tom, it is Glenn Hoddle. We do
we
do turn it down a bit when he's commentating.
Yeah, we do. And I remember on Wednesday it was Jermaine Genius was doing the City game, and we just like mute mute straight away. But I guess on top four, Friday night was Spurs Everton, massive game for top four. Draw,
good result for everyone else.
Everyone else, really good result. And then yesterday, fantastic result again for top four for I guess me and Fab. Bloody West Ham went and lost to Newcastle 3-2. Fantastic, and they got someone sent off, so that's one of their top players. Probably not. Well, Dawson's not really a top player, but a starting player.
Missing as a one-man team.
Because and also obviously, I think this was the first game in ages Declan Rice hadn't started because he was injured.
Really?
And guess what? They concede 3 goals. Declan Rice doesn't start.
No, he didn't start last game
as well. Didn't they draw that?
No, they won.
Oh, okay.
I think he was celebrating the stand, which it was quite wholesome to watch.
Yeah,
reminded me of Thiago Silva.
Yeah, Thiago Silva, who he's played the last 2 games. Obviously played yesterday. How was that for you, Ben?
I mean, we played absolutely dreadful. But
Oh God, there. You just got that in there. I did not see that coming there.
Yeah, no, we played absolutely dreadful, but it was always going to happen at some point a game like that because there's just too many games. I think.
Was it West Brom? Was it West Brom? No.
Leeds.
That's it. You lost to Leeds.
Tell you what, I'll be honest. I haven't watched the game or the highlights. Could someone just paraphrase the game for each team, like how it played out?
City had no tooth. I feel like
we made 8 changes, and we just we had nothing.
Like even when you had possession, apart from I guess the last 15 minutes, I wasn't particularly worried with any of the attacks.
Yeah.
As from a Chelsea standpoint, we had probably about the same amount of attacks, but the attacks looked dangerous. I mean, with the goal though. So in the first half. Mount lays it through to Werner in behind. He runs in, crosses it into Ziyech, scores, offside. So that was like first 15 minutes as well, and I was like, okay, maybe not. And then second half, I think Chilwell puts in Werner, crosses it to Ziyech for the goal, and it was I don't know. And Kieran said he'd rather Cancelo played left back, Walker played right back because of that pace, because you have got a relatively high line.
Yeah. I mean that is our strongest lineup, having Walker right back, Cancelo left back, but he's rotating. That's the whole point. Like he
as well. So we played Laporte and Diaz.
We probably thought we could trust Laporte and Diaz.
I mean,
and we also could have had more. I mean, Ziyech, as a good save from Stefan, who came out really quickly. He could have scored a second pretty much about 5 minutes after the first goal. Chilwell could have scored early on from a crossing from James, and to be honest, probably should have scored then as well. So I thought we played really well considering Manchester City. And just throws you out the game, I guess.
I think we just had an absolute stinker, to be honest. You played well, but to say that we were playing at our best is a complete lie as well.
Yeah. But I felt like, yes, you were playing your best, but a lot of what Chelsea did meant you couldn't play.
I mean, there's the two sides there. Was it Tuchel's tactics, or was it our rotation? I think it's probably a bit of both, to be honest.
Definitely both. Probably. I mean, you are hoping Champions League now, aren't you? So
yeah. I mean, it showed it when Gundogan and Foden came on. We played.
Imagine coming on for De Bruyne and making a bigger impact.
Yeah, but I mean, anyway, like at the end of the day, a game like that was coming. There's just too many games that we've got. I think hopefully
they missed. They just missed a goal, 1-on-1 pretty much.
It was a lovely ball from Lacazette though.
It was a lovely ball. He put it over the keeper. Martinelli chipped over the keeper, but then why?
Cam's face just went.
He's
offside.
Just offside. I think.
Move on. Carry on.
Yeah. A game like that was coming because there's just too many games. I think hopefully what this teaches Pep, and I mean, Klopp does it already. I mean, they don't, but Liverpool don't have the bench to do the same rotation that we do.
Yeah.
But Klopp just bins off the domestic competition, the domestic cups. Maybe not the FA Cup, but the League
How
Cup.
to Liverpool again?
No. I was just saying, just comparison.
But ever since Klopp's come in, that's the thing. I think it's a new thing. You've just been off the domestic cups because for the top teams that it's just not worth it in the long run. And
like that's what
you get the schedule. If you're going to the Club World Cup during Xmas time and all this FA Cup, it's hard, especially for a team like Liverpool who don't have that. We've never really had a bench good enough to have 8 rotations in a game and still put out a top 4 team. We don't have that depth. I don't think we ever will, to be straight up with you.
I should get some good youth in you,
but
youth is good, but they're not. You can't, play Curtis Jones, Neco Williams, Reece Williams.
They're not quite.
They're not top 4 potential. Whereas you can put older, experienced players. Milner would be part of that. Good second team, but we're starting him in the Champions League. So, it kind of just sums it up, really.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot of the time, half our team is our first team, the other half is almost our second team, whoever we can find to fill in the gaps. So, I think it is frustrating, but then again, we didn't have financial fair play.
But I'm hoping it teaches Pep. I'm hoping it teaches Pep that he just have been off the League Cup. And maybe not the FA Cup straight away, but at some point been off the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Because you just can't, in order to do well in the Premier League and go far in the Champions League, you just can't have both those competitions.
I think one thing to think about though, it's not binning it off, it's experimenting with those cups and playing a lineup to just see, to give players an opportunity to perform a bit of youth or a different lineup or a different formation. All these sort of things. It's not binning it off. It's just, just testing things out, really.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Pep needs to do with the domestic competition, because you just can't. It's not. I mean, because we've played, I think, 9 games in January and 8 games in February, but it was sort of okay because they were all the same competition. It was all Premier League and maybe the odd FA Cup game. This month we've had 8 games by the end of the month, and it's been really.
We'll have had the same amount of games as you.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about the difference. Each game is a different competition. So you got Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, and it's just it's mentally straining that on the players, having to do a different competition each game, rotating each game.
That was the last League Cup game.
What?
Last League Cup game.
Oh, it was January, but I mean, I'm talking about this month. We've got a League Cup game this month.
Oh, yeah, you have got this month as well. Yeah, true.
So we've got a different competition each game, and it's too much. You can't do that.
Was it this season that managers were complaining about having to play a midweek game and have to play on a Saturday afternoon or something like that as well?
I think we played on Wednesday and then had a 12 o'clock Saturday game.
Yeah.
There's not enough time between games to recover properly and then go play a Premier League game.
I mean, Pep's. I mean, I don't know how true it is. I reckon we probably had the odd midweek off, but in the last 8 months, we've probably only had a few midweeks off. We've been playing weekend, midweek every week, and it's not sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, it was always going to happen at some point, but hopefully now we can get the win against Villa on Wednesday, and then get the League Cup out of the way, and then we can just concentrate in the Premier League and doing our best in the Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
So,
would you say it's Chelsea's FA Cup to lose now?
Leicester.
If Leicester get through it, that'll be a good game, but I'd still probably say Chelsea should win it.
Yeah, but I feel like Chelsea always play better when we're underdogs.
Could you injure some of Leicester's players?
What for?
Top 4.
Oh, fair.
I mean, I think when.
What I say from Areola, Liverpool man himself.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? Oh yeah, there'll be 2 games left, I think, after the FA Cup final. So it might be already done by then, but you never know. But yeah, it's just for the players mentally having a different competition every week. But yeah, whatever.
Our first full season as podcasters by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11th of June's our 1-year anniversary since our first video.
You guys, hotel
Everything.
Yeah, I'll ask Catherine for that. Some blues. Yeah, it's everything blue. Everything.
Oh, shit.
No, we can have a little celebration, man.
Yeah. I mean, I did.
Yeah, oh yeah, get blue WKDs, get blue VKs.
Whoop, whoop.
No celebration, yeah. Let's do that.
I did see. I mean, this is the last thing I'll say about it. I did see this comment on BBC, and I think. I mean, I didn't. The second part is what I sort of agree with, but I'll read it out. And it says, "I always had a feeling we were going to get beat today. Chelsea are no walkover. The quadruple is a media obsession. No City fan is going to be disappointed if all we win, in quotation marks, is the league." I agree with that second part.
If all you win is Premier League,
I'd be disappointed.
I'd be, considering you got semi-final of the FA Cup, semi-final.
I don't think.
Final
Like,
of
it's the Premier League.
Nah, honestly, all I care about as a City supporter would be the Champions League.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
You still feel like you've missed out on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose, but that the main point I was reading out there was the quadruple is a media obsession.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it is. I'm pretty sure Pep wanted to win the quadruple.
But he's not. No, because he never said. I mean, he would want to, but he was never like, "Yeah, we're going to do it." He was always like, "It's very difficult. It's very unlikely that it'll happen." Obviously, he wants to win every game.
He would have to say that. You don't. No manager is flipping Mourinho.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not thinking that like the percentage chance of him winning the quadruple is higher than them not, is he?
Yeah, true. But
so I mean, I wonder what's Kieran's opinion on that.
Kieran,
On the quadruple.
he's playing in Mobile Legends.
The way I just then, you're acting as if the Prem's not an achievement.
No,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm sorry, but Prem champions.
No, we're just saying you'd feel like you've missed out on something if you only won the Premier League.
But are we going to be disappointed though with the Prem?
No, you're not disappointed with the
There
Prem.
you go. Right, done.
It's a different.
But then I do think this season is solely focused on Champions League.
Yeah, could you hear what you said?
Yeah, Champions League. So this season is solely focused on Champions League, but
that's what you need. That's what you want.
But think this right. So say this is a scenario. Would so if you were a City fan and you lost a league after being 8 points in front of United, but won the Champions League, would you be happy?
No.
Right.
Well, I think yes, because you won the Champions League.
I mean, I'd rather win the Premier League, to be honest.
That is a trophy to win.
Like, I'd rather win the Premier League. I would not want to give United the Premier League at all. I mean,
but then that's not about.
Right, so say it's Chelsea then. Say
that's not about City though. That I agree with you in terms of if it was Spurs to win the league and we didn't because of it, then yes, I agree. But that's not you being selfish in a City sense. That's you hating United. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But that's what I was going to say. If it was Chelsea and Tottenham,
I agree with what you're saying. I'm saying it's not a selfish point of view, is it?
Yeah. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, obviously, you'd be disappointed that you haven't got more, but not disappointed, but you'd be a bit miffed. But like, I wouldn't be disappointed if all we won was the league.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm saying I think what Cam and everyone else was saying is you'd feel like you'd missed out on something.
Yeah. No, I understand that. But
the opportunity's there. You made it this far already. You made it further than you ever have before.
Yeah. I think it's just my hatred for United means that I do not want to lose the league to them at any cost.
Yeah.
So Like if
I think this is where you need the progression in the tournament Champions League to then actually like in the next seasons go and get it. I mean, look at Liverpool reaching a final and then losing it, and then that maybe gave them the extra boost that they needed to go win it next year.
Yeah, I get that, but
That's big shit.
I think I'd still be like in mourning if we concede the league to United, even if we won the Champions League. Couldn't hack it.
I agree. I do agree.
Yeah, no, I think it's like it is annoying because like I think because I don't think any City fan would have been like, yeah, we're gonna do the quadruple, but the media is like, oh yeah, the quadruple's on, they're gonna do it. It's like, no, we don't think that. Like it's annoying, but yeah, whatever.
Or if you do, you just be cursing it. You just be like, well, it's never gonna happen now, is it? If you believe it, it's just like, well, like there's a possibility, but that chance is so small because you have to be so consistent in every game that you play, and that's quite hard to do. But we've just been talking about the fixtures and all sorts, and you have to rotate nowadays, and you can't play really the same 11 week in week out in 4 like competitions. So how it would take a miracle to win all those 4.
Yeah, true. And I mean, you've got Villa on Wednesday, which is a big game, to be honest.
Yeah,
quality.
Grealish still out for that.
I think so,
but I mean, Chelsea, West Ham on Saturday, massive top 4. We got those fixtures coming up. I'm trying to look at like what fixtures everyone else.
I think KDB's injured as well.
Apart from Europa League, which we'll talk
Europa
about.
League, and we could beat United in the final.
What was the score again in the Europa League?
4-0.
4-0. Let's talk about that.
Aggregate.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I just want racism.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was some. I think it was Gerald actually. So.
Oh, he said he was happy about it, didn't he?
Yeah. So him and I think Glenn, the player that was racially abused by the Slavia Prague, were like impressed with obviously the Arsenal performance and also the Lacazette, really, the statement. I think I was watching at the start of this game. I don't know if he was doing exactly the same thing, but he's taking the knee, with the ball at his feet towards the opposition.
Well, they didn't kneel, did they?
They don't anymore. They just stand and they don't take the knee, and that was why Lacazette as well, especially because of the racism in their team as well. But it was especially because they don't take the knee anymore. And I mean, I think it's more the fact what happened in the Rangers game. That was more the statement of it.
Yeah, it was almost like Arsenal were not just playing for themselves that game. You could tell the way that they were playing. It was probably one of the best games Arsenal played in all time.
Do you think that's your best performance of the season?
I'd say so. I mean, I can't think of many more big results like that. Keep a clean sheet. But yeah, we just need to keep going, I guess. Momentum, and we've got Villarreal next. Unai Emery.
Oh yeah.
Why do Unai?
If he knocks us out, I'm gonna be broken. I might cry.
He's a Europa League specialist, isn't he? Though.
Yeah, I know, but not with us, was he? So.
Not against Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, he got to the final, didn't he? But it'd be decent final if it's a United Arsenal final.
Yeah, that's going to be, and United will be favourites for that, I think. So,
it'd be lovely if Arsenal can beat United. But
imagine if this is a dream. Imagine it's Manchester versus London, both finals.
Oof.
It's happened all English finals before.
No, I'm saying like Manchester versus London now. It's like North v South.
Yeah.
I'd actually feel like I'd have to support. I would support Arsenal as well because screw United, but
I just feel a bit ill thinking about it.
Yeah,
if that's what happens.
I think I do think United will probably win it, but
one thing as well, if United win the Europa League, does that mean it stretches to top 5 instead of top 4?
So same.
I think
outside of it gets
Arsenal.
Yeah. Arsenal need it, and then they get Champions. They get Champions League.
If we got Champions League from that to finish in like 10th,
I think Chelsea did it with the Champions League. They finished 10th and then won the Champions League, so they got into the Champions League next season.
Yeah.
And then we got knocked out in the group stage and then won the Europa League.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I mean, I'd forget about Premier League if we won Europa League. I'd be so.
Well, one would, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, we're playing really well at the moment. Like we're playing our best football we've played for a long time right now.
You seem to have settled on not necessarily a starting lineup, but the players you want.
There's a system as well. There's a way to play.
4-2-3-1.
And it kind of works, but even when it doesn't work, there's still something positive to come out.
Are you gonna start Aubameyang?
He's got malaria.
He's got malaria.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He travelled with Gabon internationally and came out with malaria.
Are you not vaccinated for that or something?
Must not have been.
Well, it probably was, or it was just unlucky because vaccinations don't obviously aren't 100%.
He came. That's why he's not been playing recently. He's been still in the squad and stuff. They didn't realise he had it, and they just thought it was like a cold or something. Tested for COVID, not COVID, and then have found out it's malaria in the last few days.
I saw the picture of him in hospital.
Yeah, David Luiz is in hospital. He's had an operation recently as well. On his knee, I think it's his knee. Aubameyang will be a big miss though. But I mean, Martinelli.
Lacazette's turned up recently as well.
He's stepped up as captain as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say Aubameyang future. You know, he used to be captain. He used to be your main man. But then you've got Saka, Lacazette,
Martinelli, Emil Smith.
You've got all these players like looking not necessarily to be your star player, but they will like potentially future captain.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if these all those players we just named step up because Aubameyang's not there.
Yeah, Lacazette is like
it's nice, isn't it?
Lacazette's the dad of the youngsters as well. They're the one that he goes to them.
He does deserve more play time. I know he's been on a good run of form, but like sometimes you just drop him and
Yeah, true.
But the thing is, more recently this whole season he's been playing well, but what he's been doing recently that stands out is he's been getting goals.
He's also been really creative as well.
Exactly. So,
that ball he played through to Martinelli was top class. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's what he's been missing. That's why he's been under the radar a bit because he's not been scoring goals. And Aubameyang this season, I saw something this morning. I think he's only on 14 goals or something, all competitions, and he had 28 last season. And we're coming to the end of the season now. He's going to get nowhere near that.
Hasn't Werner been involved in more goals than Aubameyang this season?
I mean, probably, but Werner's also had many more minutes. He's probably missed a lot more.
Oh, he definitely missed a lot more.
So he could have, like Werner's potential ones, it could be good. Like,
That's why I'm hoping next season. But to be fair to Werner, he's playing a lot really well under Tuchel, I've noticed. And I mean, he got an assist yesterday.
Oh, well done, mate.
But you want goals, right?
He could have scored. But at the same time, if I wouldn't mind if he starts to score the chances he gets with the creation that he's bringing to the team, that's going to be quite dangerous next season. If he can just put, even if it's just not every chance he has, but every other chance he gets, he just starts putting them on target.
Yeah. No stress.
Just the ball rolling towards your goal, and then it just goes just past the post.
Should we go through predictions?
Oh, what was said? Or have we done the predictions first? To be fair, yeah, we'll do the Newcastle one tomorrow. Obviously, Newcastle, Liverpool play tomorrow against Leeds away. So I mean, you're more likely to win it now it's away. Are you confident for that game? It's a must-win, obviously.
Yeah, we'll be in must-win now, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be an exciting game. To be fair, looking forward to it.
Yeah, but I think with Liverpool's ability, you know how Leeds don't defend. There's a high chance that Leeds could get absolutely spanked by you, especially after going out of the Champions League.
Yeah, it could be a high scorer.
It could be a high scorer. I'm tempted to go 3-1.
I might put Leeds to win. I don't know.
But no, it was 4-3 at the start of the season. I don't think it'll be a repeat of that. I think that.
Yeah, I can see Leeds scoring that many, but you're not scoring at all.
But, speaking of predictions, obviously, do check out our Twitter @the Blue Podcast One. Got to put our predictions out there. Get the scoreboard. How many people we got on the scoreboard now? Let's have a look.
A prediction point for guessing how many. I'd say 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 people are on the prediction points. Plus, we have, what was it? How many are in the group chat now? We've got 19 people in the group chat, but that's not including, obviously, Ben, Cam, and Fab. But yeah, we want to get this prediction group quite big. So do even if you do drop a prediction, I'll add you to the group chat. Because before I wasn't, which is probably not the right thing to do. I was literally only adding people to the group chat who'd got a point. So it's kind of like
Just a private VIP.
yeah, this is a
really
VIP group.
Oh, you got a prediction right? There you go.
Yeah, well, Ben, you're in third place now, comfortably in third place. Even if I get a point now, I'm behind you.
He's cheating.
Cheating, right. That's the dark arts. It's the dark arts.
Well, yeah, you did say. Wait, if you win this end of the season, I'm gonna be very impressed. 2, you called it. Because every time you didn't get like a week, you went a week without a point. Like it's fine. It's like the City at the start of the season, right? Start very well, and then we'll go on a massive win streak. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Yeah. I mean, we've still got to finish the job, us.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking with the predictions, we can keep the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League winners to ourselves, because otherwise it's a bit unfair on everyone else to have predicted it. But for ourselves, we can add them for our own points between us and see who wins. I think
I put City.
I think I put City for the FA Cup because we said like no, we're not allowed to. Where are you? TPS predictions. So FA Cup winners. Fab put Arsenal and then Spurs. Cam put City. Ben put Spurs. I put City. Cam new one. Am I allowed to say Chelsea then?
No.
What? That's fucking unfair.
Well, you would have said Chelsea to start.
It's the bloody there's only one game left.
Yeah, that's literally it's the final.
Yeah, there's no point doing it now.
No, it is because it's we said we only had 1 point, remember?
I would have picked Arsenal if I could have, but I couldn't because we didn't book our own team.
Yeah, but now there's only 1 game left.
Yeah, so you've got more chance of getting this, and that's what of course you want to
We let Ben pick City for the League Cup because there's 1 game left.
Unbelievable.
At the time when it the semi-finals, or
no, it was the final. At the time, it was only the final.
Oh, it looks like you're going to put Leicester then.
Is this actually the case? Are we all agreeing on it?
I mean, none of us have picked our own team because we said.
did I picked my own team for the League Cup, have I?
Yeah.
But put it this way: if Chelsea win the FA Cup, you're happy because Chelsea win the FA Cup.
But
Leicester.
It's fine. It's whether it's 1 point. I put Leicester in. Ben, you put Spurs. Who you put in now?
Chelsea.
Southampton.
Chelsea.
Okay, can I have a Southampton bonus doggy leg?
Oh,
come on, just for the
we had one.
Fab,
Come on,
for Champions League, Fab put Bayern Munich. Who are you going for now?
PSG. Why don't I put PSG to start with? To be fair.
Cam went PSG. Ben went Bayern Munich. Who are you going for now?
Go Madrid.
You got to go City. You got.
Actually, I'll switch mine to Madrid.
No, we're not going for our own teams, are we?
City.
You got to go PSG then.
Or Chelsea or Madrid. Who are you going for?
Oh, don't go Chelsea, Madrid. Come on.
It's got to be PSG. I can't.
Yeah, I'll switch mine to Madrid. Make it interesting.
Oh, Madrid.
Yeah,
Madrid.
You guys have you have little faith of Chelsea.
I just want to make it exciting. I don't want to support Chelsea.
League Cup winners, I find out soon. Premier League winners, Fab put Liverpool, Cam put City, Ben put City, Tom put City. Europa League.
I switch mine to United.
No, because they can't be knocked out of it.
Come on. Where's
Europa
the fun in
League.
that?
Europa League. Fab put Leicester and then Ajax. Both out. Cam put Arsenal. See, we have been letting people use their own teams. Ben, for the champion, I'll allow Ben because of Champions League. You're allowed to pick your team.
I'm allowed to pick my team for the Champions League.
You're actually going to pick him though?
No, because I don't think we'll win it.
Or are you going to still pick PSG?
Yeah.
So okay, fair.
Oh, I'll switch mine back to PSG then. No, I'm joking.
Cam put Arsenal. Ben put Spurs. So you put now?
For Europa League.
Yeah.
United probably. United.
Ben.
No.
And then I put Leicester and then Arsenal. So that's our winning predictions. Which one's first to come through the League Cup?
Yeah.
League Cup. So everywhere. Okay.
Get that out of the way. And we can concentrate on League and Champions League. I mean, have you seen that tweet as well? Like, obviously they're taking the piss, but it's like City are a fraud team. They can't even win the quadruple. It's like no team has ever win the quadruple. Like so stupid. But it's like obviously they're taking the piss. But then if you look at the comments, some people are like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Fraud team. It's like what? What are you talking about? But you know. Funny.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
All good.
All right. Well, Ben, is there anything else? Oh, he literally freezes at that moment.
It's one of the good pictures.
He looks very smiley and happy.
You could end it like that. It's
Yeah.
good,
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Ben's frozen. He's frozen. Yeah, he was frozen. Yeah, he was frozen. Yeah. He froze when you were really like nice and smiley, so it's all good.
Good.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like. We really appreciate it. That helps us out. Subscribe if you're new around here. We just hit 750,000 subscribers in a week. We got 10. That's not bad. It's not bad. And I guess the road now is well, the next one 1K, isn't it? The next milestone. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here. Sorry, I was staring at the Arsenal game. I get distracted very easily. Predictions, do all that stuff.
Yeah, and if we get to 1K as well, Tom's gonna do 1,000 sour shots.
That wasn't part of the deal.
That was a collective.
You can attempt it
1,000.
on a stream.
Bro, did you know how drunk I was after Centurion with beer shots?
We'll definitely have to feed like Dumbledore and
Yeah. No matter what I say,
We'll do 10
make
Centurions.
sure I finish that. Well, yeah, we could all do 10 days of 10 Centurions.
Oh my day.
Celebrate.
Pressure.
Yeah. Well, it might even be next year when we hit 1K. We never know. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. Predictions, like Monarchy, please do. I'm really bad at this. And goodbye.